In this video, we're going to go over counting quarter notes and quarter rests. We sort of went over counting quarter notes in previous videos, but I'm just going to review the way that a beat works. So keep in mind, we're going to listen to the metronome real quick. Each one of these clicks we're going to say is the beat. Click, click, click. So the beat is beat, beat, beat. Okay, now if you're tapping your foot's going to go down on each one of those. Okay, so it's going to be like this. I think I did those for downbeats. Down, 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 down. So in one measure of 4/4 time, every time we have one measure, we're going to have 4 quarter notes in that measure. So it's going to be, each quarter note is going to get the beat. So down, 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 down. That's what your foot's doing the entire time. Okay? And yeah, you can also think of it like your foot's going to be going up right in between, right? So in order to go down each one of those times, it has to go up. So we're going to listen to that. 2, ready, and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay? Now let's write it in the counts. We said that there's 4 of them. Well, the way we count it is easy. We just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be the beginning of the next measure, and there will be more stuff over here. So we have on each one of those down beats, each one of those times that your foot would be hitting the ground, going down, that's when you're going to say a number. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, good. So now we know where all the numbers are. When you count quarter notes, though, these quarter notes aren't just short. These quarter notes need to last the full length of this span of time. In other words, you need to be sustaining your voice all the way until you say the next number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my voice kind of go down and up with the down and ups that I wrote in. So it's going to be like this. I'll go nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. The reason for that is it makes sure that I'm sustaining, first of all. Like I said, it needs to sustain all the way till the next note starts. But also, so I can keep track of where those ups are. Because the more I keep track of them, it's called subdividing, by the way. When you keep track of other little points in time, we're subdividing so that we can make sure that we're more accurate when we say the numbers. So if I were to count this normally, it would sound like this. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You see, I have these down ups happening with my voice. And I'm just saying the counts. Let's try it again. 1, 2, do it with me, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again. 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Good. So that's how you count quarter notes. So we're going to get some practice in just a little bit. But first, let's go ahead and talk about these squiggly lines down here. Well, they're not just squiggly lines. They're called quarter rests. Okay? Quarter notes, excuse me. Quarter notes are up here. They have the note head and they have the stem. Okay? Quarter rests are a little squiggly line with a big bow, or like a big bowed end at the bottom. Okay, so quarter rests each last the same exact length of time as a quarter note, except they're rests. So when you see a rest, that means that you're not going to play anything. There's no articulation. In other words, instead of me saying 1, 2, 3, I'm actually not going to play anything if I was to play on my instrument. However, just for the sake of us keeping track of them, let's go ahead and whisper them. So we know that we're not playing them out loud, but we still are keeping track of when they happen. So those numbers would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So every time you see one of these, it's a whisper, and it happens on the same downbeats that a quarter note would have happened on, which is every downbeat. Okay? And although we're not whispering all the upbeats, I still want you to subdivide and keep a track of when your foot would be coming up too. In this case, we're not going to go 1, 2, we're not going to whisper to where our voice is moving up and down like we did up here. In this case, we're just going to keep track of the downbeats. So although I want you to keep track of when these upbeats occur, I'm not going to write them for now because I don't want you to worry about them. Not for the rests, okay? Yes, for the quarter notes. For the rest, we're not going to worry about it. So let's try and count the rests. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's try it again. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So just to review, let's count the first line. 1, 2, over here. And 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's count the rests. 1, second line. Here we go.